Good morning, everyone. Today, I will be report about font mapping. So, what is font mapping? Font mapping refers to the process of linking characters in a digital font to their corresponding visual representations. This involves associating each character code, like letter or number, with a specific glyph, the visual shape of the character within a font file. This mapping ensures that text displayed on a screen or printed is rendered with the correct appearance defined by the choosing font. Font mapping is the process of associating specific characters in documents or design with particular typeface. This allows text to be displayed correctly and different context, ensuring that the intended font appearance, regardless of software or system being used, essentially, it helps maintain the visual integrity of text across various platforms. So we have six types of font mapping. First is glyph mapping, second is font fallback, and third is multi-font multi-font mapping, and the fourth is language specific font mapping, and the fifth is vector based mapping, and the last is custom font mapping. Glyph mapping is the process of assigning specific visual symbols to represent characters, data points, or concepts in various contexts. It involves determining how each glyph will visual appear and function, ensuring that it effectively conveys the intended meaning or information. This can occur in typography, data visualization, and user interface design, among other areas. Glyph mapping is the process of linking specific visual presentation or glyphs to the characters they represent a font in a font in a font. Each glyph corresponds to a character symbol or punctuation mark, allowing software to display the correct visual from when text is rendered. This mapping is crucial for ensuring accurate text representation across different language and writing systems. And font fallback is a system that automatically substitutes alternative fonts when a preferred font is unavailable unavailable. This ensures that text is still displayed properly and legibly. These designers specify a list of fonts called a font stock in order of preference, allowing the system to use the next available font if the first choices isn't found. So font fallback is a technique used in typography to ensure that text is displayed correctly even if the preferred font is not available. When a browser or device cannot load the specified font, it will automatically substitute it with a fallback font from a predefined list. This ensures that the text remains readable and visually appealing. And multi-font mapping. Multi-font mapping refers to the practice of using multiple typefaces typeface in a single design or document to enhance visual appeal, improve readability, or convey different meanings. This technique can involve various fonts for headings, body text, captions, and other elements, allowing designers to create a hierarchy and guide the viewer eye through the content. So, multi-font mapping is involved using more than one font in a single project to create visual interest and hierarchy. For instance, you might use one font heading for headings and other for body text. Effective multi-font mapping ensures that these different fonts complement each other, maintaining a cohesive design. Next is language specific font mapping. Language specific font mapping involves using particular typefaces designed to accommodate the unique characters, scripts, and typographic conventions of different language. This ensures that text is displayed correctly and legibly, catering to the linguistic and culture nuances of each language. It can also enhance user experience by providing fonts that resonate with the language aesthetics, making content more accessible and visual appealing. Language specific font is focused on this is focused on accommodating the specific characters and symbols used in different language. For For example, font might included adding glyphs for language like Arabic or Chinese. This mapping ensuring that all characters display correctly, enhancing the text readability and culture accuracy. And vector-based mapping. Vector-based mapping refers to the technique used in various files, particular in graphic design and data visualization where information is represented using vector graphics. Vector graphics are composed of paths defined by mathematical equations, allowing for scalability without loss of quality. Vector-based mapping is defining defining font glyphs using vector graphics which are made up of paths rather than pixels. This allows the fonts to be scaled to any size without losing quality. Vector based mapping is crucial crucial for creating sharp and clear text in both print and digital formats. And the last one is custom font mapping. Custom font mapping is process of defining and using specific fonts in a design or application based on particular criteria or needs. This can involve selecting or creating unique typeface that align with branding style guidelines or specific user requirements. Costume Costume font mapping is allow designer to define how specific characters are displayed based on their project needs. It might involve modifying existing fonts or creating entire new ones to fit branding or artistic goals. Costume font mapping provides flexibility for unique design choices. The next topic is guide choosing font. Here you can learn more about how to choose fonts for reading and what qualities they should possess. The importance elements of size, the importance elements to consider when arranging text and type size, point size, typeface, type font, and line letter spacing. Typography is the process of selecting and arranging typeface, size, and spacing requirements for a layout, be it for multimedia or the web. So we have 10 components of we have typeface, fonts, text size, type font family, color leading, letter spacing, kerning, and the last one is tracking. So typeface is the word typeface refer to a set of typographic design features that characterize a set of letters or glyphs. So typeface is a set of one of more fonts that share common design characters. It compass encompasses the overall design, including style, weight, and proportions. For example, Helvetica is a typeface, while Helvetica Bold and Helvetica Italic are specific font within that typeface. When choosing a typeface, considered its readability, appro- appropriateness for the intended message, and how it fits into your overall design aesthetic. So point size of the type is determined by measuring the height of the type body. Mm, point size is the height of characters in a typeface measured in points. One point is approximately 1.72 of an inch. Choosing the right point size is crucial for readability and legibility, especially in different contexts. Typically, body text is set between 10 to 12 points, while heading can be larger. Text size. Text size usually used for reading matter 9 to 12 points or 10 to 12 points. Type size often refer to font size. It's a measure that determines how large or small text appears in a design or documents. It is typically measured in points. Type font. Type font refers to a specific variation of a typeface that includes details like style, weight, and size. Essentially, it is an instant of a typeface that can be used in design or text. So, type font are used in variations design, context to ensure clarity and visual appeal, allowing for different expressions of the same typeface. And the next is family. A family of text consists of all variations of a single typeface. So, family is consist of a group of related typeface that share similar design characteristic but vary in style, weight, or wide. Each family typically includes different variations like regular, bold, italic, and sometimes condensed, condensed, condensed or extended variations. And family is related typeface that sharing similar design character but vary in style, weight or wide. Each family typically include different variation like regular mm, color. So color refers to overall tone or texture of the type, the lightness or darkness, which varies from one typeface and style to another. So color is the appealed to the text characters in a design or document. It plays a crucial role in visual communication and can influence readability, aesthetics, and emotion impact. Leading. Leading is the terms used to refer to the vertical spacing between lines of of type. So leading is typically refer to the first letter of a word or paragraph that is styled differently for emphasize, often larger or more decorative than the rest of the text. This design technique is frequently frequently used in graphic design and typesetting. Letter spacing refer to the amount of space between individual characters. It can degrade the word shapes and make them harder to read. So, letter spacing is the space between individual character in a word or block of text. Adjusting letter spacing can significantly influence the overall appearance, readability, and aesthetic of the text. And the next is kerning. Oh, kerning is the process of subtracting minutes increments, subtracting minutes increments of space from between certain character pairs in order to improve their fit and therefore make them more eye appealing. So kerning is processing adjusting the space between specific pairs of characters in a word to achieve a visually balanced and aesthetically pleasing appearance. The next and last is tracking. The last is tracking. Tracking is a character spacing option that permits that user to specify a small increments of space that is to be uniformly removed between all characters. So tracking is the adjustment of space between all characters in block of text. It modifies that overall this destiny of the text, impacting its readability and visual style. And the last topic is all about efficient use of the text. Efficient use of the text refer to presenting information in a clear, concise manner that maximize understanding while minimizing unnecessary word. This involves using straightforward language, organizing content logically, and focusing on the key points. The goal is to communicate idea effectively without the reader. Overwhelming the reader. So we have the components of efficient use of text include clarity, conciseness, keeps the text streamlined, relevance, and organization. So the next is active voice, editing, and audience awareness. So clarity language helps prevent misunderstanding. So clarity is communication. Clarity in communication refers to the quality of being easily understood, free from ambi- ambiguity, and straightforward. It is essentially for effective messaging, whether in writing, speech or visual design, and consciousness, using fewer words to convey the same meaning. Um, Consciousness is the quality of expression information clearly and succinctly without necessary word or details. It emphasizes delivering message in a straightforward manner while retaining essential meaning and keep text streamline refers. So keep the text streamline is focusing on information that directly supports the main message, avoid distractions. So keep text streamlines is the practice of making writing clear, concise, and focused on the main message. This involves removing unnecessary information and ensuring that all content is relevant to the topic at hand. And the fourth is organization. So organization is local structure like heading and bullet points make it easier to follow. So organization is the efficient use of text refers to structuring con- content in clearly and logical manner to enhance readability and understanding. This involve arranging ideas, information, and agreements in a way that guide the reader smoothly through the material. And active voice. Using active voice makes sentence more direct and engaging. So active voice is a grammatical structure where the subject of a sentence perform the action rather than receiving it. This construction clearer, makes sentence clearly more direct and often more engaging. And editing, so editing is revising to remove redund- redundancies and ensure every word adds value. Editing is reviewing and revising writing content to improve clarity, coherence, grammar, style, and overall effectiveness. It involves correct, correcting errors and revising the text of ensuring it meets the intended purpose and audience. audience awareness, tailoring the tone and complexity of language to fit the intended audience. So, audience awareness is it's referred to understanding and considering considering understanding and considering the characteristic needs, pre- preferences, and expectation of the audience for whom a piece of writing or communication is intended. This awareness is crucial for effective communications. And that's all. Thank you.